Welcome back, man.
It's good to be back, man.
It is. It always is. Actually, I like coming here.
It's
like
fun.
it's almost the equivalent to getting together with a group of friends, but it's like a small group here.
Yeah, but just hanging out and shooting the breeze.
Doing it, man. Doing it live too. Mm-hmm. Can you believe YouTube let us down?
Yeah, YouTube's down for like everybody. It looks like.
Wow, maybe just in our sector.
Oh, we getting the lizard men shutting us out, man. The conspiracies.
They might be.
Yeah.
They might be. They know that we don't believe in the moon landing.
Oh wait, you don't?
Yes, of course I do. Of course. I always believe in that stuff. No notifications. So, welcome back, people. Another week.
Oh, we got ambulance, I think.
I didn't know if that came through for y'all, but I decided to try and let it. What do I do, man? I just gotta quit scheduling stuff for a certain time.
Yeah, just leave a window maybe, like
That's what I try to do, 2 to 3 p.m.
like Sunday afternoon.
Get as non-specific as possible. Mm-hmm. All right. So anyhow, I don't even know where to start today, man. I honestly don't.
Yeah, it's tricky, man.
All right, I got a place I'm going to start, man. So I had to deal with some, I don't know if you want to call it racism or
Prejudice?
some negativity, some prejudice in society this week.
Okay.
Yeah, man, this is firsthand experience.
All right.
It's a firsthand experience. So there I am, right? I'm working, minding my own business, right? I park my car. I get out of my car. I'm walking. I hear somebody yell, honky. Can you believe the audacity of this individual? All right, that was a good place to start.
That was a good place to
It
start.
was actually Tim drove by.
Yeah, I drove by. I said, "What's up, honky?" I didn't just call you a honky.
Right. But I only heard the one part.
And then I turned to my wife. I'm like, he had his headphones, and I don't even know if he heard me.
No, I did.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, I tried to start it serious, but I can't keep it too... It was just too funny to maintain the seriousness.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was my first-hand experience in whatever you want to call it, a slur. A slur on the white man.
I don't know. Yeah, the only thing I guess fresh in my brain yesterday, I got out for the first time, like with the nice weather.
Out?
Out, yeah.
What was you doing, like hiking or?
Like county fair.
Whoa, damn, what county?
Well, it wasn't, I'm not even sure if it was exactly a county fair.
Festival?
A festival.
Something?
Yeah.
People doing?
A lot of auctioning off of like farm equipment.
Oh, damn, where was this at?
Over by Center Hall.
It's not the Grange.
It's not the Grange.
Too early for that.
Yeah.
Dang.
But.
Yeah, I don't know where that would be.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, it got me thinking just about county fairs in general.
Okay.
Because I used to go to them every year when I was younger, but it's been a minute now.
Yeah, I've been to quite a few. You know what you don't see there? You do see a little bit. But not to... There's some that are more... I guess it would depend on which one you go to. Some have a lot more of the scam games where they're going to make a killing versus like the littler ones. It's kind of like just your average.
Yeah, I didn't see any games at this one.
That you can win at.
Yeah. This one seemed a little more agriculturally focused because they were auctioning off farm equipment. There was tractors.
Did they have the thing where you throw the ball and knock somebody into the water?
There were no games at this one.
Nothing.
It was like concessions, and then like they had like a blacksmith there. They had like an old mill. It was like a lot of antique stuff, and like people camped out for it, and like tractor pulls and that kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never been to. I kind of saw. I went to, but I wasn't in the stands. I was running around where all the other kids were that weren't watching the tractor pull. I kind of saw it, but kind of didn't. And then I saw at one point, I forget where I went to see it. It was some kind of convention they had. The original. You remember the original Bigfoot truck, the big blue one?
Yeah, the monster truck.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. But I saw that run over a couple cars and do the things it did, and then kind of just wasn't paying attention. I think I was talking to family or cousins, something. So YouTube is down.
Yeah, YouTube's down.
Wow. I don't believe it, but I do. I mean, they're a big company, man, but
Yeah, it was a weird error. It was it signed you out, and then, like it was just down.
505. I don't even know what 505 is. 503?
503.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Not like it matters.
No.
Okay, so
Here was what I was wondering. Why do they just give you the error code? It's not going to be that much more to just like give you a sentence briefly describing what the error is, right?
it's more for like webmasters, if that's even still a thing. Like the people that, you know what I mean, know what's going on.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are going to try to load it and see, and they get an error code, and they're like, "Oh, this is what I need to fix." You know what I mean? Kind of like I don't know.
So not for the mass public.
No, it's not for the mass public. I would assume. I don't know, but I'm not that much in charge of web pages. I only build a couple, and that's very minimal. On another note, dude, I have some like crazy news that I wanted to cover because it kind of goes with the getting out with family and whatnot. I mean, it's kind of relationship stuff that it can get a little weird. And it's two things really that we'll bring up. And also, we got another guy back in the news. Real talk.
Real talk.
Did you see that? R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's back.
Yeah,
Wow.
back in the news again. Only this time, okay, look, he was charged in February. More charges came forth, I think, February of this year. Mm-hmm. That could have got like 7 years in jail. And now more stuff came out that it's like 30 years in jail if convicted.
Yeah.
Now, obviously guilty until proven innocent, but I think it's more than peeing on people this time, man. I'm fairly certain. You know, so I don't advise that either way.
Just in general, don't piss on each other.
Don't piss on underage people. Don't even go down that route.
How about consenting adults? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which actually brings me to my third point: consenting adults. There was a guy. He made a post about on Reddit about flirting with he's like 31, flirting with like a 19-year-old, and the internet flamed him.
Okay.
And like the girls even spoke up too.
All right.
Like because he got called a predator, and he's like mad about it. And he's like, we're all adults here.
Yeah.
And like technically yes, but you know what I mean. And I think the girls came out to like say like how he'd been flirting, whatnot, and yeah, so he got put in his place a little bit with it. But if you want to go technically legally,
well, if you're that old, I'd say like at least over 21.
yeah, bump it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you would, yeah.
Yeah.
If you did go that route, you would have to, yeah. It never ends up good. Never, usually. Where's my stuff, man? There it is. The next relationship thing I wanted to bring up. This is what brought all this to mind, because I had it like on a back burner, but I was like, we don't need to go for it. But you said about getting out, it was a family thing with the agriculture, the festival.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know where to start with this because this is crazy, but I could totally see it happening with the way people are. We're crazy, right? Mm-hmm. People got quirks. People got whatever, ticks, talks, make us weird, unique, hopefully.
Yeah. I
mean, we don't all want to have like the same glasses and same tattoos and whatnot. Da da da. I mean, maybe if we're in a what is that a cult?
Or like
a religion.
I just watched a video of Joey Diaz this morning, and I was just watching some of his rants, and he was like, it was a coffee rant, and like how everybody's got to have Starbucks and conform, and they have the same tattoo, the same tight jeans. You know what I mean?
Oh, is it from an old episode?
It's from an old, yeah.
Is it that Polytune guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that shit's great, priceless. Anybody that hasn't seen it, go check it out. Polytune on YouTube.
Yeah.
He does conversations from the JRE podcast. Mm-hmm. Amazing.
But yeah, he was just saying about that you know people do want to conform usually, like
yeah. Yeah, but his rants are legendary.
Yeah.
If you could rant like that, and you're not a comedian, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Go get on stage and just start ranting and start collecting. Yeah.
No, it was good. Well, I mean, it was just kind of an old man rant, basically. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm sure I'll have some someday. I got to
I'm working on them. Yeah.
Going for that 100% approval rating.
Yeah.
And then I'll then I'll start with the rants.
Well, I was taking my daughter on a little. They had like a double-decker bus to check out.
Okay.
And they're
to ride around the place?
No, it was just like you could go in and look at it, but it wasn't like moving around.
Oh, okay, just on display.
On display, but
to like check out how you get up. Okay, they're cool. Have you ever been on one before that?
No.
You never rode one when it was driving?
No.
Dude, they're nuts. It's a nice ride.
Okay.
The tops convert, like there's no roof.
But I don't know.
Or did yours have a roof?
It had a roof. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was an old one. This one, like the inspection like sticker was from like 1985, so it was older than that for sure.
1985.
Yeah. But
what is that? That's like 34 years old.
But I was
34 years old.
I was there with my daughter. She was checking it out, and there was a group of teenagers sitting, I don't know, like being teenagers. And my wife was waving to me, and they look back all snotty, and they're like, "Who's that girl waving at?" And then I'm standing like 3 feet from them, going like waving. And they didn't have like the peripheral vision to just like, or like the side glance of like 3 feet to be like, oh, they're waving at that.
Yeah. How about like even the wherewithal, like just the be aware of your surroundings. Yeah, I know, man. We can't rant on that all the time, but it's fun.
It's fun, but that'll be an old man rant someday.
It is.
Yep.
It will be. YouTube is still down for me, man. I got nothing here. Just reporting on the facts for people. I'm trying to get into the comments now. If you're there, if you're here, thank you. I want to say that every week. You people that listen, amazing. You viewers, all of you, thank you. We love you for joining us. All right, relationship thing. And true or not, I don't know. When I read stuff, I don't really. I'm not like a super investigative journalist. You know what I mean? I don't chase down every little source and citation and check. I just kind of read it and take it for what it is. And if it's like super crazy, I'll try and check around.
Fact check it a little bit, yeah.
Right, but if it's something that's overly believable, like somebody posting something in the relationship thing on Reddit or whatever. Anyhow, this girl, her habits, her life, girls go to the bathroom, girls poop. Allegedly. I mean, depending who you ask.
Wait until you like live with a woman or get married to one, and you'll see them poop. They'll talk to you while they're pooping.
Maybe.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, maybe if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So anyhow, the girl, she goes, her habits. She'll poop, not flush, get the shower, because she'll get the shower going.
You gotta flush, yeah.
But she doesn't want to interrupt the water pressure or whatever. Gets out of the shower, then flushes. Well, forgot the flush part after the habit one time. Boyfriend comes over, goes in to pee, and like comes out shocked, like, whose shit was in the toilet? And she's like, mine. And he's like, no fucking way. He didn't believe her. Like, no way. Little ass girl is leaving a fucking load of logs like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is on Reddit, and I'm like, okay, this is believable. And dude, there was so many. Like, if you want a good time, if you can find it, read just some of the comments people left.
Yeah.
There's even girls speaking up.
I had a similar situation. So the new place we're in now,
right,
has one of the longer toilet bowls. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And my wife,
they're oblong.
Yeah, they're oblong.
Careful, man. You don't want to flame family.
My wife's not used to that, and it's like a lower flow toilet too. So if you're not back and dropping them like right in the water,
they're hitting the front,
and then the flow doesn't take them back.
You know what I mean? The toilets at Walmart, somewhat, they're not all the same at all Walmarts. You think they would want to keep an experience the same, but I don't think some places care. Because some have the rounder and some are the long oblong. Those are, they're a pain to sit on, man.
I guess what I'm saying to that guy is like, yeah, dude, like shit happens, man. Like, chill out.
And he's just like, no way is that yours. Like, who was here? He thought she was cheating, and some dude took a massive dump, and she's like, you idiot. She was wondering whether to leave him, and everybody's like, basically like, yeah. What's next? Is he going to start controlling you and hitting you? Because he wouldn't even believe her at her word.
Yeah.
And there was all these girls speaking up like, you ought to see me.
Yeah.
And people were like, tell him, he wanted to see her take shit. Is what he wanted to see to verify that it was possible that she could do that. Okay, and everybody's like, yeah, tell him you will. Whatever. It got gross. They're like, make him lay under you, whatever. Yeah, all kind of stuff. But there's a lot of funny comments there. I got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
a little gross. Poop humor. I don't know how far.
Well, it's just, yeah, girls poop, man.
Yeah, it happens. It's a fact. We all do.
Yeah.
Everybody
poops. Yeah.
Other than the medical anomalies out there. Asshole might be connected to the elbow. Who knows? You gotta. But I'm pretty sure we all got them.
Yeah.
We're people. Animals do it too. People do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was on the relationship thing. And what was the other one? Did I bring one up? Another one up already? I always forget. Oh well. Moving on, man. I had a big one. Big. Oh, I can't remember it. Continue on, man. Tell me something. Something good.
You caught me on I was trying to burp. Damn.
That's all right.
Yep.
It happens. We're people.
Yeah,
you can't avoid it. Do you go to the fairs? Well, I'm gonna travel down that a little bit.
So, when I was a kid, and then when I was a teenager, and then when an occasion and then when I was a partying teenager, yeah, like I would go. But this is the first time I've been in a while. So, yeah, they were usually fun. I mean, overpriced stuff though.
Way overpriced.
Yeah.
Like you can, with a little bit of research, you get on your computer, you can literally Google like carnival fair stuffed animals, and you'll find where you can buy them for so much cheaper.
Oh, a fraction. Like a fraction.
Yeah. Literally pennies on the dollar. Yeah. And, but I mean, it takes all the fun out of it. Being there, the experience, if you're with kids or friends, just the bonding, the whole experience of doing something together.
You still have to get a kid something there, just
right. Try and win it. If you happen to win the big prize, you can't. That's the pain.
Yeah.
Literally a pain in the neck, pain in the back, pain in the ass, whatever. Carrying around that giant stuffed animal. Dude, it's a nightmare.
Yep.
Anytime I'd ever got one, I never got the big one, but when I got like one of the medium-sized ones, the first thing I do not carry that around like you see every other.
Take it right to the car.
Take it to the car and come back in. I'm not going to carry that shit around for the remainder of my stay.
Yep.
No way in hell.
It's funny too, like a lot of fairs get like a lot of big acts now. Well, like bigger acts, like from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, who was it? They always the fair, one of our local fairs here always seems to get like 80s.
A lot of 80s and 90s, like bigger names, yeah.
Yeah, but specifically like 80s power ballad bands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Well, I also hear that like bands like get more profit from county fairs too. Like they get more of the take.
Oh, I bet they would.
Yeah, like
if you're not a venue, not playing at a venue where they're, I don't even know. I'm not in the business. I don't know how they split it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but that I've heard that too. I'm not in a band, so I can't confirm it. Mm-hmm. But it makes sense. Totally believable.
Yeah, but I guess that's why you see them doing like because there's not as many people at a fair usually, but you see them do more. It's easier to do a bunch of fairs, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, like, for sure. And you travel around. Just you can literally, if you wanted to, and I think that's how most of the carnival people do it. Because I'm sure that there's fairs and carnivals and whatnot, festivals that go on at the same time in the same place.
We got to try and get a guy. I know a guy who
you know a carny?
Well, I wouldn't call him a carny, but right. He was looking for a job one summer,
and he did it.
Yeah, he had some interesting stories, but yeah, it'd be good to get him in here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but those are all kind of set up that there's like a season when it runs, and they travel. The people that do it travel around to do it, and there's some bigger circuits that you can travel to catch all the carnivals, fairs, whatnot. And then there's like some smaller ones people do. Just a handful of them instead of traveling more like a more vast region of the country.
Mm. Wonder what the radius, because I think like even like within our state, you might be able to catch like a couple like in a weekend just because they'll be far enough away from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, without a doubt. But you wouldn't want to do all the setup and tear down.
I hear that's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah. That's why you kind of get stuck at one. And I think that's why they're multiple day events.
Yeah.
Like this week.
Yeah, I would never really ride rides at a carnival though either.
What's that, man?
I don't know, man.
What's the difference between like an amusement park and a carnival?
I'm going to say the engineering and like the foundation.
Yeah. What do you mean the foundation?
Well, if you think about like rides at an amusement park are stationary, so they're going to be like bolted to like big chunks of concrete permanently, instead of like torn down by like a drunk dude every weekend.
Or high,
or not. You can't necessarily say drunk or high, but some of them would be drunk or high.
Between somebody that's working a job. Yeah. I mean, they do safety checks on those, and they run them up without people on. Yeah. And then I don't know how that would simulate the weight of people being on, because that's usually where the breaking point is. Yeah. Like, you can test something and it's great. You add the human factor to it.
Well, yeah, you add 40 people. Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
It stresses it a little. Yeah. I don't know. I would trust an amusement park more. But I've been on carnival rides, and they've been great. It's good fun.
Yeah, I guess you don't really hear about too many accidents.
But there's not really that many adult carnival rides. There's, like, fair rides for an adult. Carnivals are usually smaller.
Smaller rides, anyway.
And that's, like, kid stuff.
Yeah, I can see, yeah. All right.
Dude, imagine...
You're swaying me. You're swaying me on...
But imagine the horror in that. You put your kid. You got your kid. You got, like, whatever, 6, 7-year-old or however old. And then you got your little one that, like, look. Watch your little brother, watch your little sister, whatever. You put them on the train jumps the tracks, and it's just like heading off. Mowing people down, kids in a choo-choo train. Yeah. What a horror story, man. It could happen. Yeah. You're not putting your kids on that train, are you?
I don't know now. Yeah, got me worried. I don't know what to believe. You tell me they're safe in one breath, and then you're like,
On a side note, and I go on tangents. If you want to hear a good... I think it's a good song. It's called Stuart by the Dead Milkmen. They specifically, they're singing about a guy named Stuart, and there's some carnival-y stuff in there. Another guy loses his head in the song. It's just a song, not real, obviously. But yeah, check it out. Great song, great band. If you've never heard of them, I think they're still doing stuff today. They were gone for a while, and then they came back.
That happened with like a lot of like punk bands from like the 90s and going back.
Punk, ska, oi, just the whole scene. You've heard of the Dead Milkmen, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. It died out. Yeah, it died in like the 2000s and early 2010s. It kind of died out.
You know Punk's not dead, man.
But it's coming back. No, like it's coming back a little bit,
There's... all music's always around. You know what I mean? Like... I had a thought about us, like comparing us to like one of them bands. Like we're not stopping. We're just gonna keep doing the same thing. Nobody's listening. Nobody's watching. But we'll be here. Yeah. Eventually, like a long enough timeline, we'll have followers.
Kind of like a garage band, yeah.
Like, oh, you guys are podcasting again? Like, what do you mean? We never stop. Yeah. Like, oh, yeah. It's great. That's us. Do the same thing for 20 years. Yeah. Get 2 followers.
Yeah, whatever. There'll be 2 loyal followers, though, right?
Exactly, man. That's the people we're trying to target and reach. Anybody that'll watch or listen, but anybody that...
Well, people that enjoy and, just people that enjoy, and then I guess people that, sync up with our line of thinking, I guess.
Maybe not specifically or 100%. We want that 100% approval rating. We are trying to get there desperately someday. Not today.
I think you can only really get 50 or 50.
You losers. Give us a rating. No, man, it's fun. Carnivals. Fairs. I haven't been to any for years. I think, obviously.
Well, so my kid's getting a little old, starting to get old enough. So
on the holidays that you get off, if you're working, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. One of the days where you get off, what is it, like 6 or 7 holidays we deemed you get off and don't work.
What about Mint Julep Day, man? Come on.
Mint Julep Day.
Yeah, that falls on my birthday.
What is a mint julep? Is that a flower?
I didn't look it up. Oh, no, you're thinking of tulip. I think it's just a name. It's just a name for a drink. It's like a minty drink. Hold on, I'm checking it out. Dead air.
Dead air. Dead air works, man.
What is in mint julep?
National Mint Julep Day. So it is a drink, right?
Bourbon, sugar, water, some ice, and mint. That's it. So it's bourbon. That's the alcohol in there.
Doesn't sound real good, man. That's not mine.
You don't like bourbon or whiskey?
No.
Oh, man. When I could,
get too crazy.
It tastes good. I don't know. I think liquor tastes good.
Some of it does taste good.
Some of it does taste good.
And I quit drinking years ago.
Yeah, same.
Too much, man.
Well, like my liver thing, man. Like, yeah, I can't really drink anymore. But so every once in a while, like somebody's like, "Oh, I'm drinking good whiskey," so I'll take like a sip, like or like and swish and spit, or just have a tiny little sip.
Right.
But yeah, no, I like the taste of like good liquor.
Like I have urges once in a while to do it. I just never do. And you want to know one thing, and I'm not hanging anybody out to dry here. Like, so many times at work, I go to different places, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm offered drinks almost like daily with people that are drinking. Like, want a beer?
Delivering food, yeah, for sure. And I'm like, man, yeah. Oh no, I got the same thing when I was like delivery guy. Yeah,
I'm like, no, man, I'm good. And like, oh, it's just one, it won't hurt you. And I'm like,
I'm driving, dude.
I'm driving. I'm driving. 1, 2, it's like against the law.
Yeah.
And 3, I don't drink. I quit years ago.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but they're just like, it's only one. It'll be all right.
But like, no, I just gave you 3 reasons, like concrete reasons as to why I'm not taking it.
And they're like, well, you can drink it here. And I'm like, I'm working.
Yeah.
Like,
clock, man.
What? Yeah, man. There's a certain disconnect that happens sometimes, and I think it's like happy hour versus like the real world. You know what I mean? Like they're 2 different worlds, even though they both happen in our world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just like
they're living in the happy hour world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they are actually drinking or partying or whatever, and you're out here. You're not. It's kind of like if you're a designated driver.
Yeah.
Instead of being one of the ones that's relying on that designated driver, you're going to have a completely different time. Mm. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You're just sitting at the bar having a Coke or a water or whatever, or having drinks.
Yeah, if you're sober at a bar, then
I've done it. I've done it plenty, man. I'd go in and have a soda.
Yeah, I don't know. If I'm not drunk, it's kind of just loud.
Yeah, you got that right. It is loud in them places.
Yeah.
We're starting to catch up, man. I think with a few of the places that have shut down, we may actually have more churches and bars now.
It's always been a delicate balance around here.
Right, right. And how is that even a thing? How is that even a thing?
I don't know, man.
Maybe more bars than churches. Like who? I heard that somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. Who came up with that comparison? You think that's like something that's old as time? Like,
I don't know, man. People going around towns and counting bars and churches, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's not my hobby.
Well, let's think. So, I think
you're actually
I'm counting the bars.
All right, man, go ahead. But do you really know the churches? I know where there's
a lot. I think there's more churches. Yeah.
Well, now there is. Yeah,
now there's more church. Yeah.
There's like I know at least 4 or 5 places that shut down, drinking establishments.
Yeah.
And do you count Pizza Hut? They have a liquor license.
Oh, that's what's doing it a lot. I think too is like because convenience stores around here are starting to be able to like rolling into carrying.
The thing is, there's only so many liquor licenses.
Yeah. Well,
and when one place shuts down, they sell that and somebody else gets it.
Like 6-packs are moving closer to selling cases now too. Yeah. That was over the last year or two.
Yeah, converting to full-blown distributors.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh no, there was a lockdown, man. Like if you wanted a lot of beer, you had to go to a distributor. If you wanted liquor, you had to go to the state store.
You know what I'm waiting on? And I don't know how. I know people are going to lose their shit. Mm-hmm. And they shouldn't, really. I'm waiting for, like, weed to start becoming available.
Yeah, well,
what I mean?
Like, they're thinking of, for PA, they're thinking of adding anxiety to the list in August.
Everybody's going to be on medical.
Yeah, then you can just, But, I mean, and they still keep putting forward bills for just regular legalization, so... that's just going to take another chunk. I don't know. Because there's only, I think when I read for the entire state, there's only like in the hundreds of thousands of medical cards that have been issued so far.
Right. But how many people are in the state?
We're talking like in the millions, right? Because we have two big.
PA?
Yeah, we have two big cities.
I don't know, man. You can.
I'll check it out.
You can pack people in on top of each other in them cities.
Yeah.
That I lived a little bit like that. You know what I mean? Never really fun in my experience. Being like a layer cake on top of each other.
Almost 13 million, dude.
In PA alone?
And only in the hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, you'll open that up with anxiety and stuff, but
I'm saying, if it ever gets to the point where you can go and buy whatever, a green pack of Marlboros, that it's not tobacco, it's marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
When that first starts happening, when it's available at a convenience store where you've always went and bought food or your chips or got chips and a drink and a sandwich for your lunch while you're working, you run out for lunch or run and pick up food for you and people you work with, and that's not something you partake in, like marijuana, and they start selling there, you know how many people are going to lose their shit about that? Like,
yeah, but people already drink.
Yeah, and that shit kills way more people.
Yeah,
than
weed. Yeah,
ever.
Yeah,
it's not like weed kills people.
No, not really, man. Like,
I forget the stats. Like something in 10,000 years of of human consumption, I don't think it's killed one person. Like
from an overdose. Yeah, I'm sure there's been somebody like who was just an idiot anyway, and was like high on a roof and like had an accident or something. Like,
wow, yeah, dude, I fell off a roof before.
Yeah, and you weren't even. So
wasn't high, wasn't drinking, wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
So that happens too.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I just
I didn't mean to call you an idiot for falling off a roof.
Fucking moron, dude. We'll run over some of the blunders. Okay, let's see. Off the roof, shot myself in the knee with a roofing nailer.
Oof.
Had my hand I was holding a board, and I was helping hold a board, and the nail gun was pointing a complete opposite way.
Yeah.
But it went in and hit a knot on the other side, and it was a framing nailer, so long nails.
Yeah.
And it curled back and caught me through the thumb.
Oh, hell, even a couple weeks ago at work, I was learning a new part, and I was holding something down, and I had my thumb in the wrong place, and I was tacking something, and the wire, it skipped and kept going hot and, like, gouged right into my thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, took a pretty big chunk, but yeah, so...
So that there's that the nailer. Just a couple times, dude, I'd be pulling a nail and just you got to pull hard to pull them sometimes, and just whap, hit myself with a hammer multiple times.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Too many hits to the head with a hammer.
Could be, man.
No, I don't buy it. I'm fine. My papers say otherwise, but don't believe the hype, people.
But yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, you still hear about like a lot of people who like are pretty normal and like they've like, oh yeah, I tried it. I tried weed like once back in college and whenever, just didn't like it.
Right.
So,
and that's my thing. I just didn't like the buzz.
Yeah. So
I don't see nothing wrong with it though. Honestly.
Yeah, that's like why do we got to cross the line if you don't like it? Yeah.
Well, if you didn't like it or didn't enjoy it, that doesn't mean it's bad for everybody.
That's
and that's a line that some people don't want to cross, won't cross. I don't know. I expect a different world in the future. You know what I mean? Like, do you think somebody's going to try and make once it is legal? Say it's ever legal nationally,
which they're still putting bills forward for that too.
Right. Say it becomes legal nationally, and that's federally, right?
Yeah, or at least just taking off like the Schedule 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so whatever. Say it's 100% legal. You think somebody's going to try and make a church, or even in a state where, because they have the ayahuasca church.
Yeah, there's already weed churches in California.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody's got a weed religion.
Oh man, that's what. This is what I guess we could talk about this. So, this is coming from. You remember Loveline?
Yes, I do.
Remember Dr. Drew?
Adam Carolla?
Yeah, Adam Carolla. Yep. Citing that because there's no rodent population in LA, or no rodent control, like no regular rodent control program like everywhere else has.
Right.
That LA this summer might be a hotbed for like a bunch of like medieval diseases, basically.
Bubonic plague.
They think it's there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
And tuberculosis, typhoid fever, like a lot of like plaguish type diseases, and gonna hit the homeless population pretty hard. What they think?
There's actually people that have jobs doing that. It's they're night rat killers. They walk around like at night, and this is in India, and they walk around hunting rats at night. And they'll kill them with sticks, smack them, and they have a quota that they have to. It's like something crazy, like 50 or 75. They got to kill a night to keep the population down. Like, just imagine what you do now, and then take a step back for a minute and be like, your job is to walk around. You're walking around barefoot with a stick, killing rats, not touching them with your hands.
Yeah, because they're rat. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna they literally pick them up with their feet and toss them and keep tossing them into piles.
Well, I would find like a shovel or something. Yeah, but the thing about it, the shovel could be like pop it down like a snake and then.
Right, man. But you're in like.
Wonder how much rat killing pays, man.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it, man. Honestly, I'm not one of the murdering types. Like, now that you can kind of put, what standpoint do you want to come from? Like, animals are great. All animals can be a pet, or look, these.
Well, no,
they cause disease.
You can have pet rats. You can have like.
Not those ones.
Not those ones, though. No.
You really want a pet rat that's like bigger than a football?
I've seen them, but like you gotta get. Yeah,
come on, man. What is wrong with you?
No, but like if it's like a nice, like clean, like kind of like pet store-ish rat that was raised, like
that's acceptable.
But if it's a rat that's crawling around in like shit and corpses all the time, then no, that.
No, man, you don't want that. Yeah, I'm waiting. Just kids, man. I'm waiting for some unknown animals, snake, whatever, to come home. Toad, who knows what.
Oh, your kid to come home with like a weird animal.
Yeah, weird animal.
Can we keep it?
No,
not that one.
No, I mean, I wouldn't care. But I know that I know that opinion will not hold true through the whole household. So
yeah,
yeah. Killing rats, man. I don't think I could do that. That would be a tough job. That would be so different though than anything I've ever done. Like fixing houses, building houses, delivery, tech, killing rats.
Well, I think
that's a different.
Go down to Texas, man. They're like kill as many like wild boar you can, dude.
Wild boar.
Yeah.
Scorpions.
Yeah.
Nope, not for us, man. Not for us.
Don't say us. I mean, I might be able to do it.
Go ahead.
I'd be willing to at least give it a night and see how see if I could do it. You know.
Oh, somebody's dinging over here, man. That was me. Sorry, people.
That's all right.
So we're talking crazy jobs or carnivals. You know what? I always wanted to do that. Like at points where I was unemployed in the past.
Try some weird stuff.
Yeah, like doing the whole construction gig, I would be unemployed and like, it's wintertime. You know what I mean? I wish it was warmer out so I could like do the fair thing. And I'm like, oh, well, dummy, if it was warm enough, I'd still be working. Mm-hmm. Or maybe we should go south and try and get on doing the carnival fair circuit.
Oh, down where it's warmer, yeah.
Yeah, because that's still hops. Like
it's all year round.
I think not year round, but I think different places still have them going on because it's warmer. Yeah. I mean, I can't swear by it, but I thought of that a few times and like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I didn't want to like get into the traveling and seeing all these different places, and then life changed, man. Got to grow up. No, I don't. What's it called? What is the word where you don't not condone? That's where you agree with it, right? What's the opposite of that?
Condemn?
Yeah, I don't condemn people to do it, man.
No.
Like, there's jobs for everybody. I'm good with what I'm doing. People are crazy, though. Back to, like, I'm trying to tie it all together so we can wrap it up.
All right. Bring it on home.
Yeah, dude, I don't have nothing, man. Just, if you're in a relationship.
Oh, yeah, how to tie that one back in, yeah.
Like, just, you got to take people for their for their word until proven it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Until they prove differently. Like, I guess you shouldn't have to. If you find yourself in something where you have to constantly prove yourself, you're probably not where you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Or where somebody constantly wants proof of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably not in the right place. That's my opinion. But shit, what do I know? Just some dude out here with a mic. Yeah. Two dudes with mics.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that name's taken.
Probably, yeah, by a couple stoners, probably. Or surfer guys. I don't know.
Surfer guys.
Stoners. Yeah.
All right. I was going to get in my news app here because I had something else noted.
Ooh.
But I'll never find it, so I give up. Oh. I don't know if there's a challenge. Remember how we brought up challenges?
Okay, what kind?
Like the 48-hour challenge where kids hide from their parents, and then it started with the ice bucket challenge, and that was a good thing, and then it morphed into something else, cinnamon challenge, all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Do you think there were some challenges we didn't hear about? Maybe they took place in another country? Because I found another article that I'm just like, what is wrong with you kids? Like, they're teenagers, basically, or even a lot of adults. And what it is, I'm like, maybe there's a challenge that happened, like, and no offense to you people in the United Kingdom, England, wherever. I don't know how to tell where their cops were from. But there's an article of people, and there was a lot, like, it was kind of clickbaity. It was, what was the name of the article? I think it was like 37 hilarious times adults got stuck in children's playground equipment. Okay. And I'm like, is this a challenge I didn't hear about? And I opened it up, and there was a lot of, going by what I've seen on YouTube, like the police, or YouTube, anything, TV shows where you see police, like bobbies? Is that what they are?
Yeah, call them bobbies. And
they think, and if that's a slur, I'm sorry. I'm unaware, I'm not from your country. But those cops with the checkered stuff, like the checkered vest and that, that's usually, I see that in other countries, just specifically like England and that. Mm-hmm. They were the ones, they would be in the photos helping rescue the people.
Yeah.
I think it's raining like hell right now.
Sounds like it,
I'm fairly certain.
It was supposed to rain today.
Yeah, it's on our metal roof.
Yep.
Anyhow, they would be there helping get these people out. Now, that 37 times was bogus because at least like 20 of those pictures were just kids or adults who had decided to try and squeeze into a baby swing or a kid's swing.
Yeah.
And they would usually get their knees through the holes, and then they would get it stuck on their thighs. So their knees were like together. Their knees were squeezed together, feet apart, knees together, and then their thighs like stuck mid-thigh, jammed into the swing, and that's where they couldn't get out. Other than that, I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then you come across one where it's the metal pole with the spiral that winds around it, and people are stuck inside that.
Yeah. That was in an episode of It's Always Sunny.
Okay, so that's where people got it and decided to start trying it?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case in point, the first picture.
Yep.
I'll try and show these people. I know it's not great, but that's the best I got. I'm not going to even try and pull it up on the other computer. So it's the straight up pole with the metal spiral around it, and there's a dude on his knees, like, kind of hugging the pole. And you got to wonder, how do they get in it? Go to the top and drop down, climb in through the side and, like, climb up, and then they're...
Yeah, but they're usually open at the top.
Right.
So why couldn't you just climb up?
Well, I think because his legs were so long that he couldn't... It was flat against the ground in this one. His legs, his knees flat against the ground.
So he can't get any.
And his legs out under it, and he can't, there's not enough room to make the turn.
And he can't, like, pull himself up with just his arms?
No.
Yeah.
No, his legs, like, physically stuck. It's too long to make the...
Oh, to make the turn. So I guess you maybe have to, like kind of, like, go down and
well, you can't spiral around it because there's that pole there, so that's going to stop anything sticking out past from going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you kind of squeeze 90 so that's not in your face anymore. I don't know, man.
No, like this dude's definitely 100% stuck. Not only that, he's a little too big to be in there in the first place. But there was a couple people that did that, a couple people that got stuck in, like, the little kid slides.
Okay.
Like for the little playhouses you buy for your house, like the plastic ones for your kid.
The tube ones, yep.
Yeah, and people got stuck in those, and the tunnels you climb through. And one dude, actually, I don't even know how, but the only picture you can see, it's kind of like part of a head and like two arms coming out, and you know that there's like the rest of the arms, the shoulders, and the body. It was like a kid's playhouse. The kids would climb in, and it was basically like 4 little windows. And like, how did this big ass dude get in there? Yeah, it was like wooden. like steel frame, wood around it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm just like, where does this spur from? Was it a challenge? Now you say the thing about Sunny and Philly.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny. Yep.
Okay, It's Always Sunny. So that's where that came from? Was it the swing or the spiral thing?
It was the spiral thing, yeah.
Okay, so what happened in the show for us uneducated folk that didn't watch it?
They just come to, like, it doesn't explain, like, Frank just got drunk and got stuck in one, I guess, and everybody's like, oh, Frank's stuck, so we can use him to give us advice and then not unstick him. And the whole time Frank's just like, oh, come on, get me out of here. Kids are coming. It's Saturday. Kids will be here. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, or it was like he got stuck on a Thursday and like, oh, man, tomorrow's Friday and tomorrow's Saturday. Get me out of here. And he was in his underwear.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So drunk got in there. They're using him for advice, like coming up like, hey.
He was just like beginning of the episode. That's where you find him.
Like going to get some sage advice from this dude.
Yeah,
because you know where he is.
Because he'll give you the advice because he's stuck, and then he'd be like, "Okay, get me out of here," and then they would just leave. Like, nice. I'm not getting you out of here. Nice. Like you're going to give us advice as long as you're stuck. So why would we get you out of there?
Why are we going to ruin a good thing?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's a great storyline.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
So that's probably how these people ended up. They saw it there and like, is that even possible?
Could be, yeah.
Let's try and climb in there. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, when I've been into Playground, and I never seen the show, that's funnier than hell, dude. I'll probably have to...
You've never watched It's Always Sunny?
I've seen pieces of it.
Oh, man, it's hilarious.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But never sat and like went through an episode or many episodes.
Dude, you watch it, man. I mean, the first season's a little bit different because Danny DeVito's not in it.
Right.
And it's still pretty outrageous even in like the first and second season. Like they just push the limit, man.
Probably the best thing that I saw of that show, and I was flipping through TV, and this has to be an older episode because I think, has that show been on for years?
Yeah, like over 10 for sure.
Okay.
Like,
I'm pretty sure I was at my dad's house flipping through on TV, and I'm saying I was sitting, and I believe I was sitting with him. And the conversation they had was, they were talking about, I forget what it was, something about believing in God.
Okay, that comes up in like different episodes. Yeah.
Right, but it's the one where like, they were talking about the actual belief in God and in religion and everything like that. I'm trying to think what comparison they were making, what light it was in. It was like a dude was, I don't know if he was condemning him for one thing, and they made the comparison of like, oh, well, what about you believe in God? Was it like a mock trial in the episode? I think maybe. Okay, he was... It's a real old one. No, then that's not that. Yeah. I forget what it was. But it was like, it was two situations with two of the characters. Yeah. And I forget what the one situation, but it was just like the one dude was doing something. It wasn't the trial thing made it sound familiar, but he had like a big drawing pad where he was making his case. Oh no, he was up in front of the other people. Yeah, no, he was. So in that instance, he was like the comparison he was making was in the trial. He was the one guy was citing like you can't bring up like the Bible because it's just a bunch of like handed down information from like it's just an old book and like you're taking it on faith. And he's like, so wait a minute, have you done the research for this? And he's like, well, no. So that's it. That's the one. And he's like, so you're taking it on faith by a bunch of other people, right? Yeah. So that's the comparison he made. Right. Yep. It was that that comparison, taking it on faith, and like how is that different than the Bible? Right. Yeah, I saw that little bit. It's like literally a minute or two long. Yeah. If that. I mean, maybe there was more earlier in the episode, but that's specifically what I saw was him saying that, and then the channel got changed. Or it ended, one of the two. That's the extent of my It's Always Sunny viewing. Watch more, man. It's hilarious. I probably will. Yeah. I didn't know about the playground thing. That's funnier than hell, man. Oh, dude, there's... I can't even tell you. There's so many good episodes, man. But people getting stuck, man. And I've been at the playground and thought that, like... If I climb up there, I can probably slide down in that. It'd look funny. My kid's going to ask me how I did it. You're too big. But my second thought was, I'm not getting stuck in there. Yeah. Like, I thought about it like, no, sir, I will not get stuck in this. have the fire department and the police come out and save me. They got to cut the equipment apart.
The real question is, if you get stuck, how long is it going to be until you have to take a piss?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you get it for indecent exposure. You get on.
Oh, no, you just piss your pants, man.
Just piss your pants.
Yeah, just piss your pants. In that situation, you're like, look, I'm stuck. Like,
well, not only that, you're stuck on a playground with
yeah. So just piss
kids
your pants
around.
in.
Yeah. Everybody does it when they're younger, right?
Yeah, right.
Adults do it too.
Yeah. If I was in that situation, I would just piss my pants. Yeah.
All right, sir. Okay, so what have we learned today, people?
If you're stuck in playground equipment, just piss your pants if you gotta.
Not even that. Can't we just, if you're stuck, piss yourself?
Yeah, if you're stuck and you can't get out, just let it go, man.
Let it go. Let it flow.
Yeah.
Girls do it too.
Girls do it too. Yeah, girls pee and poop. Yeah.
Is that the moral of our episode today?
It's a weird one to go on, but yeah, I'd say that sounds good.
All right, man, I'm going to shill this out real quick. antisocialexperience.com. Check out the website. We're actually going to put pictures up there of us. Your fabulous, actually not so fabulous hosts. You got Tim, front and center to me, front and center to y'all, anybody watching, and Nick, myself. We're going to get info up there. There are changes coming. Check it out. I don't know how many people follow the DT Computers Facebook page, but check that out. There's some interesting stuff coming up for June and July. You may be interested, you may not. If you're an audio listener, this probably doesn't apply to you because you're in different parts of the world. This is for local thing, but I'll add it in here. Antisocial Experience Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. Think about subscribing on the YouTube channel. We want to grow a following there. I'm not even bringing myself up today, man. Loser. Anyhow, it's been real. Thank you, people, for watching, listening. We love you. The fact that somebody listens to this isn't that astounding?
Yeah,
anybody
taking a pretty big step, man. Falling in love with the audience, man.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I just thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I will always express extreme gratitude.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing, man. Thank you. We love you. Good stuff.
All right.
I'll say it. He's scared.
I'm too much.
Not in touch with his feelings. He's too manly.
Too much of a hard ass.
We're gonna add a lot of bass in his voice.
Bo, bo, bo.
All right. We're signing off. Have a good week, people.
Thank you.